How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is RuffledRowlit, and welcome back to a brand new video, guys. I am bloody refreshed, though. Like, I am so bloody refreshed, and welcome back to another video, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys are excited as I am. I've finally recuperated. My voice is still a little bit itchy, but it's better now. It is better. We're ready to make content. Today, we're going to be doing a bit of an orthodox sort of top 10 video that we're going to be taking a look at. So please do note that this one's going to be slightly different than most top 10s out there that you see, but I still hope you guys are going to enjoy it. So Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield have been announced. People have been checking them out for the last, 48 hours. People have seen them. People have, been discussing them and all that, actually for almost 72 hours now. People have been, just going crazy about these, starters as well as the games themselves, just going nuts about them, and I am freaking loving the starter Pokemon, and one of the Pokemon that just got the most love is Sobble. Now, Sobble is the water type, and it's funny enough, though, because Sobble specifically was the highest voted, most favorite Pokemon by the general public, right, on Twitter, on Pokemon's official starter Pokemon, poll. They did a poll, and the one that won was Sobble, so I thought that would be the first Pokemon I do a top 5 on like this, and I hope you guys are excited for that. If you do want to, show some love, hit that like button down below. Let us see if we can hit 300 likes on this video, guys. That would be really appreciated. Either way, let's get right into this boy. Starting out with number 5 here of the designs. Also, by the way, I'll be linking all the designers down below so you guys can check them out. So, first design here is coming from one of our Discord members by the name of Gibby. So, Gibby, you truly did some amazing work here. Like, straight up, this is bloody awesome. So, here we can see an evolution for Sobble. This would be probably the final stage evolution. So, this isn't, it's going to be a mixture here, guys. I'm not going to include just one of them, but I'm going to include like several of them, and this would be the final stage evolution for Sobble, which I think looks amazing. If it just retained this kind of like lizard-esque, salamander-esque design, that would be bloody fantastic. I also love the, just the length of it. Like, it looks almost like an iguana or whatever. That's kind of what it reminds me of when I look at it. Also, I love the switch in the eyes looking more fierce, those extra teeth, and also just the hands. It looks bloody fantastic. And what I think is a really nice little point here that's added, which you may not notice at first glance, is if you look on the sides of the actual, evolution here, which, whatever, I don't know what you would even call this thing. Actually, you know what? Let me know in the comment section down below, guys. What would be the name of this, of the final evolution of Sobble? Like, what do you think the name would be, in your guys' opinion? Let me know down there. So, as for this, though, you see on the sides here, I'll actually point it out right here, you'll see that there are little like glowing patches, so to say, which just shine through and just glow, which I think is just awesome. It just gives us this feeling of like being this underwater creature just sneaking around. Almost gives me a feeling of like the movie Jaws, so to say, because you guys remember this thing can be invisible, like Sobble can actually turn invisible in water, so I'm really wondering if that ability could actually stay with the Pokemon all the way until the end, and, be useful in a manner, like being invisible consistently in water. It'd be really cool to see that. So I'm really curious about this one and how it's going to turn out at the end. I love also the dinosaur feeling of it. Like, genuinely, it feels so majestic. So seriously though, Gibby, that is bloody amazing. Thank you so much for this design. She actually asked her if she could, put something together, and she did this. Bloody awesome. Thank you so much for making this one. And let's go to the next one on the list, ladies and gentlemen, which is going to be another design here, but this one is from somebody else. This one is one that I'm personally is my favorite one on this list, I'd say, because it looks so freaking incredible. Also, this list isn't in any specific order. I'm not doing this top 10 in any specific, or top 5, sorry, in any specific order. It's just kind of like a little bit all over the place, just so you guys know. This design, though, was made by your boy Kornnick on DeviantArt. So, just gonna check it out. Here it is, guys. This is fan-freaking-tastic. So this would be the middle stage evolution for the boy Sobble himself. I'm just gonna start to like warm up to Sobble more and more. Like, for me, all the starters are amazing. I love all of them. Scorbunny, Sobble, and I can't remember the monkey. Sorry, it's getting hard to remember all of them, guys. But I really like the designs of all of them, to be frankly honest, and they freaking look awesome. Either way, so what has our boy Kornnick here actually done? So guys, look at this design. I am bloody loving this. This looks freaking fantastic. So where do we start? Well, let's start from the head. Giving it this mohawk is the best thing you could have possibly done. This is the sickest thing I have ever seen. Also, keeping this like extra fin at the top, beautiful. The face, going away from the cute face and kind of derpy face that we saw, previously here, like as you can see on like actual Sobble's face, it's very derpy. It looks very cute, kind of confused. It's a little like, hands are just a little bit derpy, and going away from that derpy face to this fierceness in the eyes. I mean, look at the freaking eyes right there, dude. Truly look like snake eyes at some point. I mean, honestly, look at that. It's just amazing. Freaking love it. Next up, he actually continues with the design of the hands, but instead of keeping only 2 of the, the little fingers, he actually doubles them, so to say, and now he's got 4 on each hand, which was really cool. And I wonder if there would be like maybe a 5th one, or a, 6 of them on each hand by the final stage evolution. That would be pretty cool. Also, I like the tail being built like on a chameleon, because chameleons have like, rolled up tails, so I like that design of it, which really makes sense with the fact that this thing can go invisible, in water, giving it this, feeling of being a chameleon, kind of being able to adapt to its environment and hide in it. It's really cool. Also, you'll notice on the legs here, something very different from the actual Pokemon itself. You see right here, his actual legs are very, squishy and whatnot. This one has claws. I mean, straight up, like, look at those. Like, they're just ready to chop something up. And also would probably make this thing really good at, like, actually running on land and whatnot, I'm pretty sure, with those. Of course, it'll probably be harder to swim with those, but, whatever. I think it can survive. I think it'll be fine. But generally, those claws look freaking fantastic. This is definitely, on this list, my favorite design. I love this thing. I think it's fantastic, and shout out to Kornnick one again for making this. Like, seriously, dude. And thank you for letting me, like, allowing me to use this. I really freaking appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Either way, guys, let's go over to the next one on the list, ladies and gentlemen, which is going to be a design made by someone you probably have seen. And this is a guy on actually, on a place that, I mean, I usually don't go to, which is Instagram. And this man's name is Eli Dark Core. Eli Dark Core makes a bunch of really cool fake Pokemon designs. I'm going to cover some of the other ones he's made soon enough as well. Don't you worry, I'll cover those as well. But the ones I want to cover today, though, is the second stage and the final evolution that he actually made. So I'll be covering 2 of his here that I want to show you guys. So let's start with the first one here, which is a really unique style and, idea and, like, an interpretation of Sobble. So he interprets Sobble's middle evolution or mid stage to be a to turn into a flying type, to gain a flying typing, which is interesting. I really wonder how that would work. Like, honestly, I really wonder. And just wait until we see, like, the 3rd stage, or, like, the one, like, maybe not even the 3rd stage, but, like, the final one that he made. But this one I assume would be flying, right? Because it actually gets wings and looks more like a bat in some, some manner. That's kind of what it reminds me more of. It looks more like a bat, in all honesty. But besides that, though, it retains, this one does retain the whole, like, weird-headed, like, fingers and whatnot, but adds, like, an extra one, so there's 3 of them instead of 2, so that makes sense as well. The tail is really long. The eyes look fierce as well on this one. I do like the fierce eyes, kind of changing away from this, like, cute little wobbly eyes, and also, just overall, really nice coloring, nice matching up, and I do wonder how Sobble would be like if it had a flying typing. I mean, you never know where Pokemon can go with stuff, and a flying type, evolution would be truly interesting. I would want to see, kind of want to see where that would go and how that would work like. So generally, it's Dark Core. I mean, you really took a big leap in terms of, like, what to expect from this thing. I mean, you should really kind of change the game here in terms of what you think it should fit as, or what, like, typing it should be. So, straight up, man, you made a really cool choice, and I actually kind of respect it. So, no, not kind of, I do respect it 100%. And do make sure to check out this guy, guys. He's gonna be linked down below. Check out his Instagram. Go there, give him some love, because the man, like, truly did some awesome work here. Like, this looks bloody fantastic. I freaking, like, I don't know, I love this. Like, it genuinely is really cool. So, do check it out, guys. Either way, let's go to the next design here, which is actually from, guess what? It's the same guy again. It's Eli Dark Core, who made another one here, which you guys actually, I think, will love slightly more, because it looks really, really cool. So, here it is, guys. This is another design made by Eli Dark Core. This is actually the coolest one. So, this will be the final stage evolution, which looks just like a guard. I mean, this would make sense, right? Because this whole region is sword and shield, and right, it's the UK, the birthplace of, like, so many kings and queens, and so many previous soldiers and knights and all that, so much of that, and making it into, like, a royal guard with, like, a full-on armor and stuff is one of the coolest concepts ever, man. Having, like, this helmet, like this, royal guard helmet, or not really royal guard, but just like a, this one of those, like, guards, so to say, guard armors or soldier armors from, like, the Middle Ages and whatnot, or even, like, those fencings, oh, not fencing really, but I guess, oh god, from, like, Game of Thrones, when they do, like, the horse versus horse thing. I can't remember the word for it in English, I'm so sorry, but basically that kind of style is what I get from this, with basically also a spear in its hand. Looks fantastic. It's got guards on its knees as well, and the feet kind of remain, like, I do like what he does with the feet here as well, just giving them, like, those claws almost, but having the actual armor on those as well. And on its hand, it actually only keeps, like, it gets an extra, one extra finger, so it has 3 of them, so it can hold its tail, which would be used as a way to stab other Pokemon. So this is really cool, because when you look at, like, a water type Pokemon, when I remember, like, something like Froakie, right? With Froakie, its tongue was part of its, body that, and a part of its, like, actual design. And this one would be really cool to see if the tail would become a part of its design and really, it'd be so unique to see that. So, I don't know, guys. It's a cool concept. I really like it. And let's go to the final one on this list, ladies and gentlemen. And this one is made by, let's make sure we get the name right here. It's made by AlienSphynx. AlienSphynx on DeviantArt. So I was looking around for a really cool design here to include at the end. So I really think looks like, kind of fits the mold perfectly, and I found this. So it made, it's a bit more artistically different than the other ones. Even, this individual here even actually made their own, like, version of Sobble, which is really, really cute. But I like what they went for in the middle stage evolution and the final one. So the middle stage here looks a little bit like a velociraptor almost, you know what I mean? Like standing on, its two legs and with the small arms at the front, tail still being really, really long, its eyes looking still, very scared and, very timid and all that. Almost got like a mane around it, like a beard, instead of having like, the top part, it actually goes downwards, which is really unique as well. And the final stage evolution here would be a water electric one, which is kind of a unique one to go for. I'm gonna be honest, like, that's a really unique one. And I do like, making it on all fours, looking a bit like almost like I'm not sure if it was a tiger or like a wolf or like a, I don't know, like a wolf. It kind of feels like a wolf almost, or like a, I don't know, fox maybe even. That's kind of what it reminds me of. And again, it keeps the main design. Tail is really, really like twisty and long as well. Overall, really cool concept, and that is about it for the ones we're gonna check out for this video, guys. So that is that one, guys. If you did enjoy the video, then drop a like down below and let me know in the comment section down below, guys, which do you want to see next, guys? Do you want to see your monkey boy, or do you want to see your bunny boy? Like, which one of them dudes do you want to see? Do hashtag for each one of the teams. If you want to go for, like, let's say score bunny, hashtag score bunny, and since I can't remember the monkey's name, you guys can figure it out as well. I'm sorry, I always forget the monkey name. It's hard, guys. The games are brand new. I'm trying to remember all the names right now. Even remembering the name of the region, Galar region, is still kind of hard. So either way, guys, thank you so much for watching. My name is RuffledRowlit. I freaking love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Drop a like down below. Let's see if we can hit 300 likes in this video. It'd be really appreciated. Have yourselves a great day, and bye-bye, ladies and gentlemen. Bye-bye.